Okay, pile two. So your poetry was a little on the heavier side. Not necessarily, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not like mad about it. I'm not telling you you're doing anything wrong because obviously we all have feelings, right? Obviously we all go through some stuff when it comes to, how we're feeling internally due to friendships, due to close relationships, due to family members, due to, you know, anything really. So it sounds like you're definitely like in your feels about some type of close relationship in your life. So, my heart goes out to you at this time. I know it can be really difficult. I myself have gone through, I think everybody goes through breakups and separations, and, it's never easy. One of my favorite Chris Brown songs is like, It's Never a Right Time to Say Goodbye. And I think that's so true because it's like, even when we aren't happy in a relationship, um, there's still like so many fond memories and there's still so much like appreciation for that person and like respect. And like sometimes when you've like been so close to someone, it's so hard to let go because you're like, I don't know, relationships are just such a trip that way because it's like that's the person you're like the closest to. And then like at one point you could just break it off and then it's like, it's never going to be the same again. So of course it's going to be like really challenging for us as humans, but it helps us evolve and it helps us grow. So just know that if you are going through something like that, I hope this resonates. This is what came through as far as the poetry is concerned. My heart goes out to you. I understand it can be really challenging. If you ever need anyone to talk to or anything like that, I'm here for you. Your angels are here for you. God is here for you. Okay. However you resonate spiritually, just know that you're being guided after and that you're loved and that help is around you. Okay. So your healing element this week is air, okay, and earth. Now, in terms of how you can utilize those healing energies, you can do some deep breath work, okay? Breathing can be really helpful, and you can find out through different videos online through YouTube how to, do that. Um, which obviously there's different types of breath work that you can do. I know that sounds silly, like obviously we all know how to breathe, right? But like intentional breath work, like that's healing, right? That's a different story. So just know that there's different options for you out there. And a lot of us, as we get older, we have the tendency to have really bad anxiety. And when that happens, we do a lot of shallow breathing, and that is actually really bad for our nervous system. It just enhances the fight or flight response or anxiety, etc. And it's just not good for us, like long term, like for any of our internal organs, obviously. So, anytime you can do like a deep diaphragm breath, that can be really, really beneficial. Okay. So that's something and that's funny too, because we had the air element come up and then your poem said shortness of breath, and the black moon astrology card that we had for you guys was the air element, okay, which is communicating. So aside from all of the let's try to turn this into a more positive note here, okay. So your communication is going to be on point. Your communication is in an upwards turn. So if you've had any like tumultuous situations with your family, with your friends, etc., etc., the communication is going to be much, much better going forward. This was in the upright. You might even be an air element sign, sun, moon, rising, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? So you don't have to be, though. Just take that part as it resonates, but your communication will be amazing and then that just correlated so beautifully, and we're also almost into Gemini season, so holla! Oh wait, are we into Gemini season? Oh yeah, we are in Gemini season. Hello. Few days ago, we went into Gemini season, so very powerful stuff. And then I don't remember if I said it in this video because I've had to recreate a couple of videos with my kids needing me, but this current upcoming Wednesday, we're going to have the supermoon lunar eclipse, which is going to be major. We haven't really had anything like this. This is going to be in continuation from the eclipse and all of those events that we had that transpired back in December last year, when we had the first day of the winter solstice and we had that alignment with Saturn and Uranus up in the sky that we could see, right? So this is a very powerful month, time for us again. So if you're doing your manifestations, we're going to go retrograde in a few days as well. So a lot is going to be changing, and we're going to be in a very good time astrologically for the next probably month and a week. So it's a really, really powerful time for manifestations. It's a really powerful time for just anything that you've been wanting to achieve for yourself. Now is a really, really like prime time. We're in the right field of energy, better energy than we've had in a while, right? Because the last year was such a train wreck. And this year, I think we've just been recovering. But if you're starting to feel better all around, just know that things are kind of on the up and up for a little bit for us collectively, which is amazing, with all the planetary alignments and things like that. So I'll probably do a manifestation video on Wednesday, with the full moon, and just kind of share some of my techniques with you guys, because I am a master manifester, which sounds so weird saying that, but I guess it's a gift. Okay, I don't know. So moving on here, your daily crystal or weekly crystal inspiration of the week is Angel Aura Quartz. Lighten up. So you yourself might want to get an Angel Aura Quartz, or if not, you might just enjoy the way they look. They're so beautiful. I actually have one. Let me grab it so you guys can see it. You can buy them on Amazon. They're actually pretty inexpensive. I think they're like $10 or something. But you don't necessarily have to get one if you don't want. But they're very healing. They're very beautiful. So lighten up. I understand. It's really hard to lighten up. I am like, I completely understand. A lot of times what can happen with people that are forced to grow up too fast, like if you have like, let's say like if you have trauma from your childhood, or if you were like an older sibling and you had to be kind of like the parent of all the other siblings, whatever the case may be, if you had to grow up too soon in your childhood, oftentimes it can leave you with a very serious demeanor, or if you're an old soul, that can be the case as well. And so it can be really hard sometimes to just like let that go and just like loosen up and like shake it off and lighten up. And I totally understand that, like 100%. Like if there's anyone in the world that needs this card, like at all times, it's me. So I completely am there with you. Like as much as I like to be like, oh, I'm so much fun, I have so much lightness, I'm like, I am so serious, you guys. It's like almost obnoxiously gross how serious I can be. Like, so I'm glad I have my daughter because she can really, really teach me how to lighten up. She's like the opposite of me that way. Like everything is fun to her. So she's a good mix for me to have around. So don't shame yourself for feeling too serious or anything. Like we all have our demeanors. We all are built the way we are for a reason. But don't be afraid to like laugh and watch your favorite movie that's funny, like your favorite comedy, or, call your friend that makes you feel goofy and get goofy for a little bit, or do something that you know is going to make you laugh. Okay. That can be really, really therapeutic and really healing for you at this time, especially if you have gone through anything, that was a little bit hard on your heart. Okay. My heart goes out to you. So this week, the healing colors that you did receive are Dusty Rose, which is this beautiful pink color, and it says your love has aged. Okay. Which kind of correlates again with that poetry that we read. Mauve, emotional flexibility. It looks purple here, but it is more of a mauve color. I mean, pink purple, right? And we did have Taifa, which is earth energy in the reverse. So you guys also might want to seek some earth element, getting grounded with the earth and with the air. So if you do tap into the wind, or, if we don't have as much wind this week, you could always, utilize a fan, or utilize, if you're weird like me and still have a heater on because it can never be too hot, then, you can always go that route. Or like we talked about before, the breath work. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Pawan. We're going to do kind of a shorter segment this today at least, but that's because I want to bring you guys more content throughout the week instead of just like a once a week thing. I want to try to start uploading more frequently for you guys, so we can kind of get into the groove of things again. But thank you so much. I love you guys. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.